At Caseham High, rules are meant to be followed, secrets are meant to stay buried, and the most dangerous person in the room might just be standing at the front of the chalkboard. Welcome to The Teacher by Freida McFadden, a sinister thriller where nobody is innocent, and every lesson comes with a deadly price. The setup. Eve Bennett is a high school math teacher trapped in a cold, loveless marriage with her husband, Nate. The charismatic, impossibly handsome English teacher adored by all his students. To outsiders, they are the school's golden couple. But behind closed doors, Eve is miserable, spending money impulsively on luxury shoes and engaging in a secret affair with a mysterious man named Jay. Then there's Addie Severson, a troubled junior returning to school under a cloud of scandal. Everyone believes Addie had an inappropriate relationship that ruined another teacher's career. Ostracized and bullied, Addie is desperate for acceptance. That's when Nate turns his charming spotlight on her, praising her poetry, calling her his soulmate, and slowly manipulating her into a dangerous affair. The escalation. Nate presents himself as a caring mentor, but he is executing a calculated pattern of grooming. When Eve catches Nate kissing Addie in a classroom, the illusion shatters. Eve confronts Nate and gives him an ultimatum. Relinquish everything and leave, or face public exposure and prison. Panic sets in. That night, a distraught Addie shows up at Eve's house to plead for her love with Nate. An argument erupts and Addie strikes Eve over the head with a frying pan. Addie calls Nate in terror. When Nate arrives and sees Eve stirring, he realizes his wife's survival means his utter ruin. Without hesitation, Nate strangles Eve. Nate then manipulates Addie into covering up the crime. They drag Eve to an abandoned pumpkin patch, where Nate forces Addie to dig the shallow grave, before callously ditching her to take the fall alone. The climax and mind-bending twists. Seconds, Nate goes to the police, framing Addie for Eve's disappearance. But Freida McFadden hits us with a series of staggering twists. 1. Eve is not dead. She survived the shallow burial, dug her way out, and went into hiding with her secret lover, Jay. 2. Nate's dark past. Another student, Kenzie, reveals Nate groomed her using the exact same poetry. In fact, years ago, Eve herself was Nate's 15-year-old student when he first seduced her. 3. Cold-blooded revenge. Eve and Jay lure Nate back to the pumpkin patch. Instead of relying on a broken justice system, they knock Nate unconscious and bury him alive in the very grave he intended for Eve. 4. The final shock. Jay, Eve's secret lover, is revealed to be Hudson, Addie's teenage friend and classmate.